So Canva is one of my most loved pieces of software, and it's the one that I have open in my browser all day, every day, along with Notion. They would be the two things that I constantly have open in my browser. And what I want to do in today's video is show you a number of different ways that I use Canva in my business and just set myself up for success with using Canva, and why I love the software so much. So I'm not, affiliated with Canva in any way. It's just a video to help you to come up with some ideas for how you might use Canva in your business as well. So hopefully some of the things I share today are helpful, and just some of the ways that I sort of organize my Canva platform and all the different ways that I use it. So let's jump over and have a little look at my Canva area. So this is basically my sort of projects area. And as you can see, I have everything really well organized into folders, and every folder has a purpose of some sort. So you can see all the different things that I use it for here. And I'm going to go through in detail some of the different things that I use it for. One of the other things that I use Canva for, which I love so much, is I do all of my branding I just house all of my branding inside Canva as well. So it allows you to update all your logos and pull in logos that you use in your business. I have two different brands that I run, so I've got that sort of branding for each of those different brands, and you can see you can pull in your different brand colors for various brands, and you can also put in your brand fonts as well. So I find that really useful, because whenever you're creating a piece of collateral inside Canva, once you've set this stuff, you're easily able to pull those branding colors in and those branding elements and the fonts and stuff, so that you don't have to be searching for them constantly or trying to find the hex code somewhere else and popping that into your Canva designs. It's all just in there for you and ready to use. So they're the main things just in the sort of back end. Canva's so great. It's got like all these sorts of blank templates and stuff that you can just start using to create all sorts of, like, basically anything you can think of. So these are like Instagram story ones, but what I wanted to do is show you the way I have things set up for different aspects of my business, because I have stuff sort of customized to the way that I work, which makes doing things like content creation or putting my online courses together really, really easy. And so yeah, I just thought it would be helpful to share some of that with you. So let's go through the first way that I use Canva, and that is for the creation of all of my Instagram content. So if you are on my Little Design Corner Instagram page, then you will recognize these sorts of posts that you can see here. And what I do is I just have my posts set up in little templates here that I can then click this little button at the top to make a copy. And then when I'm ready to create a new post for Instagram, I've already got the template all set up. So as you can see, this is one that I created a couple of days ago, and the template's all set up. And if I just duplicate this, I can enter my new content in and create a post for Instagram in a matter of probably 10 minutes or so, rather than having to start from scratch, set up a new template, all of the stuff with my branding and just all the things that I have, and like my final sort of call to action slide is all just waiting in there, and I don't have to create that from scratch every time. And I have a few different types of posts that I put up in my account. So I've just got different templates sitting there, different colors that I use, because I like to mix up the coloring on my page, and just different styles of how I use things as well. So I've just got lots and lots and lots of templates set up in here, as you can see. So I've just got lots that I can pick from, and just depending on the sort of content that I want to create on the day, I can just sort of browse through the templates I've set up for myself, and I can just pick one and create content really, really easily. So that is the first way that I use Canva, and I'll just keep showing you, because I think that might just give you some ideas of just how many templates I've got set up. This has taken me many years to get these all put together, but every time I create a new sort of type of content, I'll just pop this, save it into my folder once I've created it, so that I then have that sitting there as a template that I can use another time, so that I don't have to always be doing my work from scratch. Setting up as many systems as you can for content creation is the way that you will get to be really, really consistent with it. So that's one of the secrets I have for how consistent I am with creating a huge amount of content as a solopreneur, a one-person business owner. So that is my Instagram templates, and I have a brand, like a folder for each of my two Instagram pages. If I find the other one, you can see for my other Clare Leroy brand, I've got all of my other templates sitting there for that brand as well, all in the different sort of colorings and stuff that I use for that brand. So that's the first way that I use Canva. The second way I use it is for all of the collateral to do with my online courses. So here's just a sneak peek inside my collateral for my SketchUp course, which is one of my big selling courses for designers. And as you can see, I've got everything related to that course. So we've got documents that I create. So this is like a frequently asked questions document that's just part of the sort of resources that students get when they join the course. I've got lesson overviews that I create for every single lesson inside that course. So I create those in here. I have step-by-step instructions that are created for every lesson inside that course. What else have we got? I've got, that's the frequently asked questions document again. I've got like workbook, I've got module slides here, I've got more and more of the overview things and the step-by-step. Here's the workbook cover. So I just created a nice cover because I put the workbook together with all different elements. So I created this cover completely from scratch. We play a fun game of bingo inside my SketchUp course just for a little bit of fun. So I created all my bingo cards inside Canva, and just like, everything I need to create for my courses. So that's obviously just one course. I have lots of courses. So let's have a look. Oh, there's another one. So this is my online course creator course. And as you can see, everything then is organized according to that course and all of the things that I need for that course. So again, as I'm creating something inside Canva, what I will do, and that's really easy to do. So like you say this was something I just created, a piece of collateral. I'd just come to File, and I would just move to a folder, and if the folder doesn't exist, you can just create it, and then I'll just make sure I keep everything really organized into the right folders so that I can then always find them when I come back to this sort of folder layout and just know that everything's all in the right place. So it takes a bit of upfront sort of organization and getting yourself sorted out upfront, but the more you can do that, the faster your workflow will be across a whole range of areas in your business. So that's the second way that I use it, which is for all the collateral in my online courses. Another way that I use it is to create these course product covers. So if you've ever been to the shop that I have for my courses, then you will recognize these little images here, these little graphics, and these graphics are just created to sort of highlight what you get inside each course. And so I've got one for every single course that I've created, and I can just piece these together using the different elements that Canva has available. So for example, downloading a laptop element from within the elements area, you can search for laptop, and you'll see that different options come up that you could use to then overlay your sort of content to create one of these little graphics. You can also grab an image and actually come to edit image and come to smart mockups, and you can also just put that image into a laptop or a computer as well, which I will undo in a second, but just show you that first. And that will automatically pop that image into a laptop for you. So it does some really, really clever things that I love. So that's how I create these product covers and make them look like pretty professional, I think. So that's all been done in Canva super, super easily as well. And again, as I create those, I come to File, and then I just move to Folder, and then make sure that I save that into my course products covers folder, so that whenever I'm looking for them to update anything on my shop or anything like that, I know exactly where they are. So that is the third way that I can use, or I do use, Canva in my business. The fourth way I use it is to create my lead magnets. So these are all available on my website. This is lead magnets that I've created for my Little Design Corner brand. So if we come to my Little Design Corner brand, I'll show you that on this page of free resources, you can see I've got heaps and heaps of downloads for designers for all different things that they can download from me that are just helpful content and lead magnets that they can use to upgrade their own business and do stuff with their own business. So I create all of those lead magnets here inside Canva. So let's just go to which one to just show you. Well, this one's fine. So this one is just a design inspiration lead magnet. So basically a collation of all the different resources that I put together from my community of like 70,000 designers at the time, and I asked them what they used for inspiration for their own design businesses. So I just put together a really helpful document which just has links out to all the different suggested places that people go to get design inspiration. And if this is something of interest to you, then definitely go and go to that littledesigncorner.com/free page and you can grab that. That's this one here. But yeah, I put all of the sort of design of these together inside Canva, and I've got lots of different options. So here's a different one, which is how to prepare for an initial design consultation. And I do also have a template, I believe, lead magnet template, or maybe I didn't do that in the end because things ended up looking a little bit different. Usually what I do when I'm creating a new lead magnet is I will just take an old one that I've created, because it's got this whole sort of little blurb page here, or I can just highlight all of that content and I can copy that over to a new lead magnet when I create it. But generally I often will just duplicate this, so you can make a copy and then it will copy over the whole style of the lead magnet for you, and you can just re-enter different content in. So that makes making a lead magnet a lot less painful than having to start that process from scratch as well. So often I can like bang out a new lead magnet in maybe an hour or so if I've got an idea for something I want to share with my community. And the reason I can do it so quickly is because I've got these templates set up and that I can just sort of copy and paste these. So this is sort of what they look like once people download them, and I've got that sort of call to action at the end, which is sort of copied and pasted from some of that course product stuff that you've seen. And just, you know, it's just once you've built up a library of collateral, like you can see my massive library of collateral that I've got, it makes just putting all this stuff together super, super, super easy. So that is my 1, 2, 3, 4th idea, which is to use it to put together your lead magnets. My 5th way that I use it is for my YouTube thumbnails. So I've just got back into YouTube, which is where you're watching me here, so thank you very much. And I put all of the thumbnails that I create for YouTube together inside Canva. So you can see I've been through a few different iterations of what my thumbnails look like over the years, and as you can see, you can sort of see that process. If I go further back into the archive here, you can see how they sort of started, and then how I sort of moved to this style for a while, and now at the moment they're looking a little bit more like this style. And if you're watching this video in the future, maybe they'll look like something completely different again. But at the moment, these are sort of some of the templates I have. And again, what I would generally do is to just come to one that I think I might just adjust or update for a new thumbnail that I might create, and I'll just use that little 3 dots and do make a copy, and then I will change all of the sort of content and maybe the image that I'm using there and stuff, and just update that for whatever the new video is. And again, it usually takes me about 10 minutes or something to put together a thumbnail for YouTube, because I've got this system in place and everything's sitting there and ready to go. So that is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th way that I use Canva. My 6th way is to create my lesson slides for my online courses. So this is a folder of all of the lesson slides for my online course creator program, which is my program where I teach people how to build their own and sell their own online course. So all of the slides for that course are all here in this particular folder. And if I just show you one of those, again, they all have a very similar style and they're all based on a similar template. So as I go about creating those slides, I'll just use the template, or I'll just duplicate a lesson I've already created. But I did think I really did have a template for this, but there it is, slide template. So I created a slide template first, and then I used this and duplicated this each time I wanted to create a new lesson. So you see I've got all of the sort of basic elements set up in my slides here, and I've got just a few different types of slides that I can use for each of the slide decks that I want to create. And then I can just sort of add and remove pages as I need to. As I'm creating slides, I like to sort of mix up the style and mix up the sort of page look and stuff, but overall it means that as people move through one of my courses, everything looks really consistent and the sort of page styles will look really consistent. So you can see examples of content and different types of things. So depending on what that slide would be talking about, I would pick the relevant sort of template slide, and I would add a new one of those and update all of the content until I've got a full slide deck ready for a particular lesson. So here's just a random lesson I've just looked at or just picked, and that one has very few slides. But if we go to one that has 17 slides, there we go. So this one's pretty a longer sort of lesson, and you can see that it's got all of the different types of slide that's relevant and helpful for that particular lesson that I was teaching. So that is the next way, because I've lost count of how many I've shown you now, but maybe about the 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th way that I use Canva in my business. And then the final one I was just going to show you about is my Facebook ads folder. So again, lots of templates set up in here. So we run a lot of Facebook ads for my business. We probably spend about $20,000 a month on Facebook ads at the moment. As of recording this, it might go up or down in the future, I'm not sure, but I need to be always sort of trying out new content, trying out new ideas for the Facebook ads, so that we have lots of content going around, so that people don't get sort of fatigued by the different ads that we're showing them, and just always obviously testing out different ads to see which ones work the best and all of that sort of thing. So you can see I've got lots and lots of options that I've put together over the years for all of the different courses that I've got and all of the different sort of styles of stuff that we try to do with the advertising. Not only, it's called Facebook ads, but not only on Facebook, we do advertise on Google and Pinterest and other places as well, but this is mostly Facebook ad templates. So I'm just always trying out new ideas there and seeing which sort of creative and things work on Facebook and in the Instagram ads and all the other ads that we run as well. So again, this is a folder where I just keep all of those and I can update them or I can add new ones as I create them. And that is another way that I use Canva. So as you can see, there is a really good reason for why I love Canva so much, and that is because I use it like all day, every day, basically. So that, as I said, that there's two main tabs that I have open. It's not really true. I've got my Google Calendar open all day, every day. I've got my Notion open all day, every day, because I run my life out of Notion. And if you want to know more about that, then I've got other videos that you can have a look at about how I run my full productivity business life system out of Notion. And then I always have Canva open as well, because I'm just in and out of there all day doing stuff, you know, creating new content for the day or working on a project like a new course or something like that. So I am obsessed with Canva, as you can tell. I use it a lot genuinely, and yeah, hope some of those little tips and tricks that I've shared in today's video have been helpful and give you some ideas for how to use Canva as well. So if that was helpful, please give the video a thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm. I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to get it in front of more people. So if you have got any value out of today's video, that really, really helps me out, and I'll be very grateful. Also subscribe if you are new here and you haven't seen any of my videos, or you want to just know when my new videos come up. That would be great as well. Otherwise, I will catch you in my next video, and have a great day. Oh, and by the way, this is the last time you're going to see this setup, because we are moving house tomorrow. So I'm just punching out a few videos today, trying to get a few extra videos done before we move out. And then the next time you see me on YouTube, I think you'll probably see that it's a new background. So I have no idea what that's going to look like yet, but say bye-bye to this background, and we will see what the new one looks like in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.